from the 9th chapter of Mark, which we heard 4 weeks ago. But they were silent, for on the way they had argued with one another who was the greatest. He sat down, called the 12, and said to them, "Whoever wants to be first must be last of all and servant of all." And today from the 10th chapter of Mark. "But it is not so among you. But whoever wishes to become great among you must be your servant. And whoever wishes to be first among you must be slave of all. Oh, woe is me! By whatever strange circumstance or life or cruel joke from God or from Mother Luann, I get to preach on both of these lessons. Do you remember 4 weeks ago? No? Oh, good. Okay, let me get that one back out here again. And I can just go ahead. Can't hurt to reinforce what you heard 4 weeks ago, right? But then maybe I can take a different tack. Who knows? But it is not so among you. But whoever wishes to become great among you must be your servant. And whoever wishes to be first among you must be slave of all. Boy, what a downer. Kind of reverses that Michelle Obama thing, when they go low, we go high. It's kind of like, well, when they go high, we go low. Other people strive to be successful and powerful, and we just try to be humble and perpetuate our life of servitude. Who came up with that? Oh, guess it was Jesus. Like I said, kind of a downer. After all, we don't typically esteem servants and slaves, do we? They're almost disposable, forgettable. Who wants to strive for servanthood? Yeah, I want to be a slave. Does that give you a mark of success in life? Actually, as I see it, servanthood is the great equalizer. Servanthood is about an opportunity that is before each and every one of us. And there are no extenuating factors to determine our ability to fulfill this role. We are all on equal footing when it comes to servanthood. You can't preach? No problem. You can't teach? No problem. You don't have a lot of money? No problem. You feel weak and helpless? Still no problem. You're uncertain about your life? No problem. Guess what? Any and all of us can serve. No prerequisites, no conditions, no limitations. In fact, the less you are encumbered by all of that external stuff, the easier it is for you to serve. How can this be, you might ask? Well, I could say, with God, all things are possible. But the answer is much simpler and less theological than that. Anyone can serve. We all do it at some level here in this place, even if you're not involved in an active ministry. Did you know that? We serve in faith. Walking through the doors of this building each Sunday is to serve God in faith, to worship God, to praise God, to give thanks to God. We pray, we praise. Our faith brings us to an understanding of service to God and for God as we listen and hear the Word of God in the gospel message. Seek the kingdom. Seek mercy. Seek forgiveness. Serve God. We serve together. We serve one another in fellowship, bringing the light of the gospel to each other and to the world. Because each one of us here means something to each other person that is here, in a special service that testifies to our shared commitment. You all serve me by your presence right now. Think if I was preaching to an empty room. I don't practice in an empty room. I know, you think it's just the altar But just your presence here is a service to the community in the way that it strengthens our shared purpose, that we all become something more because of what we share together. Fellowship, where the body somehow becomes more than the sum of its parts. This is the manifestation of the love of God being present in this community. One of the simplest acts of service is being present. Think of it as a child's recital, and how important it is for that child to know their parent or parents is there to support them. Those parents serve their child simply by being present. You may have noticed in the Weekly Messenger over the past few weeks a recurring message. It's entitled Showing Up, and provides insights as to why we do some of the things we do in our liturgy. It's written by a deacon, by the way, Teresa Floyd. But the important concept is in the opening paragraph for each entry in this series, which simply states, the word liturgy generally means work of the people. If you don't show up, it doesn't happen. Our liturgy is a community-building event. Your simply showing up is a service to God and a service to this community. And that is true whether this is your first time here or you've been coming here for 20 or more years. Finally, we serve for tomorrow. There is a hope for all of us that binds us in the promise of God for a better tomorrow. There is a future that the Spirit is leading us into. And we are here to embrace it, to take action in service of what is yet to come for us, for this place, for this community. We are not a stagnant entity. We are dynamic. We live and move and have being. And that being is everyone in this room, and even those who are not in this room. What will God bring to us next? We serve the promise of a hope that the gospel will not be overcome, that we can make a difference, that somehow, some way, we will be something more tomorrow than we are today. Part of our being present in this place is to listen to God as to how we might be calling us to service in some other way. Some way we may never even have considered before. And just so you know, no experience required. Faith, fellowship, future. That's how the Besser stated it in putting together the theme for this year's ingathering. St. Paul actually said it similarly. And now faith, hope, and love abide, these three. I doubt the Besser was thinking of St. Paul when they came up with this year's theme, but if you look at it, faith, well, faith is faith. Fellowship, that is our love for one another. And future, well, that is our hope. Today is our ingathering. There will be an opportunity for all of us to hand in a pledge card so that we can move forward, acting in service to our faith, our community of fellowship, to the future of God's work. Don't worry if you don't have a car. You don't need. Being a servant, or even a slave, does not require a pledge card. You only need to be present. God will lead you into whatever else it is that's going to be a part of your life as a servant in the world.